not be much further, senor.
There it is.
What are you doing? Those are the bones of El Oloroso. You cannot take them away.
Watch me, mate.
But they are sacred to these people. Whoever disturbs the bones will be struck by a terrible curse.
A curse? Get real.
Boy, nothing beats airplane food, Scoob.
I can't believe we're going to Costa Rica. Daphne, you've got to thank your uncle for this trip.
Since he couldn't make it to the opening of the museum exhibit, he thought we'd enjoy it.
This private jet sure tops commercial flights.
You said it, Velma. Like the only thing missing is free peanuts. So we brought our own.
The Costa Rica Museum has a top paleontology department. People come from all over the world to work on their fossils and bones.
Wow, these people sure know how to throw a dinner.
That's good, because I sure know how to catch one.
Nobody told us it was black tie. Do I have time to change?
Like this guy would be pretty scary if it weren't for his carbo-challenged physique.
Surround sound speakers. They make that band seem like they're right in the room.
Bienvenidos, amigos. I am the museum curator, Dr. Armando Gutierrez. Which one of you is Daphne?
That'd be me.
Your uncle wanted you to enjoy our little dinosaur exhibit.
Not so little.
If the museum is going to keep its doors open, we need to find exciting ways to attract young people.
Well, there's way number one.
G'day, mates.
Kids, meet the man responsible for this exhibit, our museum archaeologist.
Melbourne O'Reilly! Wow! I just saw you on the cover of last month's Adventure Illustrated, hand-catching piranhas on the Amazon.
That was nothing. Just a day at the beach compared to collecting them dino bones.
I guess they were kind of heavy.
Yeah, I was lucky to get out of the jungle with my life.
What do you mean?
Some say there's a curse on those bones. Whoever takes them from their resting place suffers the dinosaur-spirit's revenge. But I took them anyway.
And you survived.
Sure did. Of course, it's a bit hard to explain what smashed in that room where they were putting the thing together.
After 65 million years, I think even its spirit would be extinct by now.
Great food, eh, Scoob?
Oh.
Stay calm, everyone. Everything will be fine.
I suppose that's the spirit of the dinosaur?
Spirits are nothing but wombat, Pucky.
Dr. Gutierrez, do you mind if we take a look around your museum?
Not at all. This is Heather Lane, a foreign exchange student who volunteers giving tours.
Hello.
Heather, if you please, a special tour for my special amigos here.
We're one of the few museums to exhibit actual rocks from the moon.
Like the moon isn't really made out of green cheese?
Over there is the excavating vehicle that astronauts use to retrieve the rocks.
What's beta?
The second letter of the Greek alphabet?
Just a nickname for the vehicle. Lots easier than saying igneous petrifaction accumulator.
That would be Greek to me.
I guess you heard about our dinosaur spirit?
Looks like it doesn't bother using doors.
My uncle mentioned that the museum is built on an old mine shaft.
Sure. That's one of our most popular exhibits. Right this way. This was a working gold mine until about 75 years ago. Then they closed up all the connecting tunnels.
Kind of reminds me of the subway, but less creepy.
What's that sound?
Heather, this is Dr. Gutierrez. Could you please bring our guests back? The Cine Grande presentation is about to begin.
Back to the surface we go.
We will cap our evening off with the premiere showing of a 3D movie on our giant Cine Grande screen. And in the audience is J.J. Hakimoto, the director of the documentary.
It's huge! It's scary! It's right in your lap! J.J. Hakimoto brings you Gigantosaurus 3D. But coming soon, G3D2. The pandemonium continues. Next time, it's personal.
The previews are my favorite part.
Shh!
Jeepers! That is so real!
Sure is. I can practically smell his breath. And like it's been a while since he's had a mint.
Just when you thought it was safe to go to the museum.
What a mess! Dr. Gutierrez, you must be devastated.
It can all be rebuilt. Who knows? When people hear of the excitement, attendance might skyrocket.
El Oloroso! I am Luis Cepeda, and I represent the people of the Central Valley. You have stolen their sacred bones. I beg you for their immediate return.
I have stolen nothing. The future of the museum rests on such exhibits. The bones will remain right here.
The ancient temple of Agazar is their rightful place. If the bones are not returned there, I warn you, greater disaster will befall you.
Disaster?
Cepeda, g'day.
You have a lot to answer for, my friend.
He can't blame you.
No, he's right. I brought the Gigantosaurus here, and if there is a beast, I must find it and capture it. No worries, I have a plan.
A plan? Melbourne, you are the man.
The footprints trail in this direction.
Oh! Like, guys, there's something weird on my shoe. What is it, man?
I'd say greenish-gray gross goop.
I'd say it resembles coprolite.
Coprolite?
Dinosaur poop.
Hey, that's useful stuff. I do a lot of my tracking based on what the beasties leave behind.
Those tunnels. Yesterday they were boarded up.
Not today, mate. Nobody's been inside them for over 75 years, or so they say.
Why should we ignore an age-old tradition?
Come on.
Whoa! Look what I found!
Is it going to make us say ew?
We're rich!
Sorry, it's only iron pyrite. Fool's gold, mate.
Well, if any fools come through here, it's their lucky day.
So many choices. Which way do we go?
I think it's time we split up.
Well, I'm going with Melbourne.
Me too.
Me too.
Crikey, that's not exactly splitting up. I'll go on my own. You ladies go with Fred. Shaggy and Scooby, you make a vigorous team.
We'll meet back in the main tunnel.
We'll just follow these little train tracks. And this must be how the miners got around. And look, moldy miner munchies. Well, a 75-year-old sandwich is better than none.
Yep.
This tunnel sure makes loud echoes. Like, tell me that's you, Scoob. I don't think it's me either. I know that's not me. Come on! We made it!
Watch out!
I don't know how to stop this thing! Now I do.
Where are we?
Looks like that mine has a hidden entrance.
At least we all got out, but we haven't seen O'Reilly.
I'm all right, mates. I had a rough go trying to find you kids.
Shaggy and Scooby saved us.
We did? The last thing I remember was dinosaur breath. It smelled like my dad's station wagon exhaust.
Somehow I think that's not a real dinosaur, but somebody wants us to believe it is.
Ew!
What?
You're tracking in that gunk.
Isn't that proof there's a real dinosaur?
No. Wait just a minute. This stuff is bat guano. It's the basis of many cosmetics.
Another good reason to keep my natural look. It was great of Dr. Gutierrez to let us do some detective work here. I'm testing Scooby's bone through the museum's carbon dating process to find out how old it is. I've also been running my digital photos through face recognition equipment.
Maybe you'll find a clue to who's behind this devastating dinosauric disaster.
Who do you think, Freddy?
Well, it's Dr. Gutierrez's museum, and he sure wants to get some publicity.
How about Melbourne O'Reilly? Seems he'd do anything to look like a hero.
He is a hero. He said so in the magazines.
And that Heather sure dresses nice for a student who works for free.
Well, how about the filmmaker dude? Like he's hoping his 3D lizards will smash him to a smash hit.
And I've got a funny feeling about that Senor Cepeda and his disaster talk.
Jinkies! According to face recognition, he's an international con man with a history of scavenging relics to sell illegally on the world's black market.
So Cepeda has a real reason for wanting those dinosaur bones.
If we could only track that dinosaur, we might get some answers.
Hey, I have a plan. I think we can use the facilities here to capture that beast. All we need is Shaggy and Scooby to lure it out of the mine shaft.
Like, no way, man. Our luring days are over.
Would you do it for Scooby Snacks, industrial size?
Hey, dinosaur! We know you're in there! Come out with your scales up! I think I see a cute lady Giganosaurus out here. Well, Scoob, we did our best. Quick, run!
Way to go, guys. Now we'll catch that thing.
Hey, gang, I think I figured some things out. Get everyone to come to the Cine Grande Theater. Thank you all for coming. Now I'd like to share with you some very special vacation photos.
Like past the gummy monkeys.
Here we have our friend Shaggy, demonstrating there is no creature living in the mine tunnels other than bats.
Like nobody said detective work was easy.
There are speakers throughout the museum, and as you can see, also in the mine exhibit. This particular one is called a subwoofer. It can make a sound that sounds like... This might also be familiar. I believe that these things were used to frighten away people who were getting too close. You may ask, too close to what? Again, our friend Shaggy has come up with an answer.
You can thank me later, and also tell me why. Right, fool's gold.
No. What Shaggy threw away was real gold. Somebody has discovered an active vein in the museum gold mine and figured out a system to get it safely out. If there's a beta, there must be an alpha, the first letter of the Greek alphabet. Made over to look like a dinosaur, someone's been using this thing to mine the gold and get it out a secret entrance. But who?
A crime supercharged with suspense, danger, raw human emotion. But I didn't do it.
Of course not. Our little college student is a very talented art major, very capable of designing a dinosaur to fit over an excavator.
So, she's an art major and a gold miner.
Well, now that is settled.
Not so fast, Senor Cepeda. There's a bit more. I used the museum lab to carbon date this bone Scooby had, and the other Gigantosaurus bones too. They all come from different ages, some thousands of years apart. In other words, from different dinosaurs. Senor Cepeda knew the bones weren't authentic. He just planted them at those ruins to create the legend of the curse and scare people away. Because that is where the gold is stored until it can be sold. When the museum became interested in the bones, Cepeda had hoped the curse would scare away O'Reilly.
Never.
Never!
When it didn't, the dinosaur had to become real, with Cepeda and Heather controlling it. This last one I just took outside the museum.
We would have gotten away with it if it weren't for you meddling turistas.
Good thing this place doesn't have a metal detector. Hey, Scoob?
I really want to thank you kids for getting involved.
That's our specialty.
The gold will help pay for repairing the museum, and it will also prove to be an exciting and authentic exhibit after all.
Hey, Shay, you gonna pitch in?
Sure.